Okpebolo cries foul. He says, they do not want me to participate in Saturday's election. Is this even possible? The news in detail, please. Senator Monday Okpebolo, candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC in the Saturday governorship election in Edo State, had cried foul of a criminal summons against him that he said was intentionally fixed for September 20th, the eve of the election, as a ploy to prevent him from presenting himself as a candidate in the polls. News reports on FCT High Court sitting in Maitama on Thursday, however, granted leave for the judicial review of Magistrate Abubakar Mukhtar's criminal summons against Senator Okpebolo. Justice O.C. Agbaza, who created the motion ex parte moved by Okpebolo's lawyer, Adeze Ezenwanta, held that the relief sought succeeded on the whole. The judge in the ruling of the motion marked M12340-2024 on Wednesday, and this certified true copy of the order made available to journalists on Thursday adjourned the matter until October 28 for hearing. Mukhtar, the presiding magistrate at Wuse Zone 2, had on September 12 summoned Okpebolo for allegedly making a false statement on his date of birth. The All Progressive Congress candidate was asked to appear before the court at 12 noon tomorrow, September 20th, by Mukhtar. He was accused of claiming conflicting date of birth in his nomination form submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to contest the election. The case, with suite number CRW22816-2024, before the magistrate was instituted by an indigene of Edo, Honesty Agingbise. Against the order, Okpebolo, through his lawyer, Ezenwanta, filed a suit before Justice Agbaza of the Federal High Court (FCT). The applicant listed Mr. Agingbase and Mukhtar, who is the magistrate grade 1 in FCT, as first and second respondent. The motion, dated and filed on September 17th, sought two others pursuant to Section 6(b) of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Orders 44 Rule 3 and 43 Rule 1 of FCT High Court Civil Procedure Rules 2018 and under the inherent jurisdiction of the court. The prayers included another granting the applicant leave to file an application for judicial review involving an order of certiorari against the order of the second respondent, in issuing criminal summons against the applicant upon the charge or request of the first respondent hearing. Another granting leave for the applicant to file an application for judicial review involving an order of prohibition against the order of the second respondent, in issuing criminal summons against the applicant upon the charge or request of the first respondent hearing. In the 11th ground of argument filed by his lawyer, the APC candidate said the order issuing criminal summons against him over a larger date of birth forgery was made by Mukhtar without caution and due diligence. He averred that the charge was contrived by Agingbase as a ploy to scandalize his image ahead of Saturday's poll to prevent him from presenting himself a candidate in the election. He said the allegation made on the face of the charge before the magistrate court, sitting at Wuse Zone 2, presided over by Mukhtar, had earlier been resolved at the registry of the Supreme Court by virtue of a deed poll and gazetted in Official Gazette of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on August 1st. On the 1st of August 2024, the deed of regularization of personal particulars of Okpebolo Monday, the applicant hearing, was published on page 272, number 131, volume 111 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria Official Gazette. A copy of the Official Gazette containing applicant's deed of regularization of personal particulars is attached to the affidavit of fact and marked Exhibit AP3, he said. However, Okpebolo said on September 12th, at about 5 p.m., his attention was drawn to a criminal summons against him and signed by the magistrate, which was flying on the social media. He said he observed that the magistrate ordered the summons in respect of an allegation of making false statements concerning his date of birth, for which he had already done a deed of registration. Besides, he said the aforesaid document bearing his name as accused person was not served on him but was immediately posted on his social media to scandalize his public image ahead of the gubernatorial polls. Okpebolo said the hearing of the criminal summons was intentionally fixed on September 20th on Friday, the eve of the election, as a ploy to prevent him from presenting himself as a candidate in the polls. The applicant is now desirous of bringing an application for an order of certiorari and an order of prohibition against the act of the respondent, herein publishing Exhibit AP4A and AP4B, when he has not even been served as required by law, just to frustrate his bid to participate in the election, being the leading candidate, he said. In another development, Justice Peter Alifu of a Federal High Court Abuja on Thursday reserved ruling on a motion and notice filed by the All Progressive Congress seeking to amend it originating summons in the suit against INEC, Ighodalo, and the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Justice Lifu also reserved ruling on Ighodalo and the People's Democratic Party notice of preliminary objection seeking the dismissal of a suit for lack of jurisdiction. APC's motion sought an order removing Ighodalo's name from the suit because the party sponsoring was already a party in the suit. The All Progressive Congress lawyer Andrew Ezenwanta argued that the amendment was to remove irrelevant references and to meet the purpose of a suit, which is to seek the determination of INEC statutory powers to disqualify an erring political party under Section 84(1)(3) of the Electoral Act 2022 and in the pursuance of a plaintiff's right of action as guaranteed by Section 285(14)(c) of the 1999 Constitution as amended. But in separate preliminary objections adopted and argued by Ighodalo's counsel, Akinlolu Kehinde San, and PDP's lawyer Bashir Folorunshor, they urged the court to strike out APC's motion on notice after listening to the party's submissions. Justice Lifu served ruling on the matter and set a date to be communicated to the parties. It's even possible that Okpebolo, the APC candidate in Edo State, governorship candidate in Edo State, is not going to be allowed to appear because of this. I don't think it is. I think this is just a distraction, if you ask me. Never. They want to win the election first before all these shenanigans. So if you ask me, I know they buy this way they talk. Person in the prison where they win election in Nigeria, don't worry, be happy. Person where they forge a name, forge certificate, they win election in Nigeria. That means say your own case na small one. But me, I don't believe this thing, sha. Why? APC is the leading party. They can do anything at all so that then go do waiting. You go be so that then win the election. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest